Do you just like? Do you work with artists, sit down and make beats for them?
I make beats for myself.
Yeah, see that? Yo, that's crazy. We
I
just
love
had this
that.
combo.
I love that.
That's crazy.
No,
So you truly make sounds just to
Just
rock.
to entertain myself, yes. As arrogant and as selfish as it can sound, it's the honest truth. I make it more for myself than I make it for anyone else. I can give two shits what anyone else thinks about it.
Let's go.
But you hear it. You hear the like. I heard like 3-4 beats from you in the past hour. Mm-hmm. They're all fire.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's like
You
I
know,
want them.
I take criticism very well, and as every artist should, as opposed to being sensitive, because let's face it, you're not going to please everybody.
Nope.
You're not.
Because not everybody's going to understand the style or the reasoning behind it.
Yep.
But it's up to those who you sell it to.
Yep. Smooth talk again, though. Go ahead, Rich.
Okay,
How would you bring him out to this one?
All right, he's coming in. All right.
Oh yeah, that's definitely his sound.
Yep.
That's definitely his sound.
Yep.
I know this nigga.
I can see this is white people mosh pitting. This is way more tame than a Travis Scott concert.
It'd be like, coming right now to the What's Up Everybody podcast.
Jump!
It's the G.O.D.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Richard Picasso. Welcome to Picasso's basement.
Yo!
With me by my side is Mr. G out of character.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
We have a very special guest with us tonight.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
You're hearing the special sounds of the one and only Salazar. And I'm doing the opposite. I'm not silent. I'm loud.
the sound. He came in with the sound.
Oh my God. Oh, this is bad.
He came in with the sound.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh shit!
but I like how you had that whole transition. You went from like a very cool, quiet type of sound to like now it's like more some. It's just hit it. Like you don't even need bars and shit. You just these is like this shit you hear like fucking like Hit this in the club like everybody like the fucking concerts like. Shit, you don't even need a DJ just to switch to the next beat. Fuck that.
When did you make your first official beat?
20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Yeah, 20,
Do you
20.
still have it?
No. No.
Do you still remember? Could you duplicate it?
No, because I just never, I never saved it. It wasn't my machine. It was a group called UBS,
Okay.
Unleashed by Science,
Okay, yeah, I know that.
and it was 6 members, and I was a new guy. I wasn't doing shit at that time,
How old were you?
and
You can lower a little bit. Lower a little bit.
About 23, 22.
Okay.
I walked in the room and a whole bunch of guys are there writing, and I was just there to support my boy. And
You ever used the machine before that time?
no. I might have touched the ASR 10 once or twice, but nothing. I took a couple of guitar lessons when I was younger, a couple of drum lessons, but I didn't take it seriously because I was too busy skating.
You were a skater.
I was a skateboarder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I wasn't nasty, but I was okay. You know,
You can
I
move the
didn't.
board at least.
I mean, I wasn't.
I can't move a board.
I was known for doing
Yeah, I bust my ass.
I was known for doing daredevil type shit more than trying to land a trick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I had that I didn't give a fuck approach. If I get hurt, I got insurance. My dad got a job. He's got money. That was my attitude.
Oh,
So
shit. Well,
whatever.
I remember being 13. Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's
I
okay.
remember being
It's okay.
13 it's a flashback of some dude. Like I remember him hitting a dude with a skateboard right in his face. And I saw like this front teeth just scatter as soon as it contacted right through his mouth. It went boom.
Ow.
Damn.
Ow. Ow.
Damn.
Oh, so that was the end of my any attempts of me trying to learn to skateboard.
He said, I'm not skateboarding
I'm
after
like,
that.
fuck that shit.
Luckily and thankfully, I've never experienced those type of injuries.
That means you were good, though.
I was okay. You know, I wasn't like, I wasn't trying to be the best, or was I trying to be the worst? I was just trying to skate. That's it. I was just
Yeah,
skating.
you
I was
just
just
to
skating
enjoy
just to
yourself.
skate. Yeah.
So you can at least do like ollies,
Yeah, I was-
kickflips and
yeah.
stuff.
What about now?
I wouldn't dare. No, you know what? I would, because I still have my last board I use hanging on my ceiling to this day. It's a Jeremy Klein board.
Okay.
With the Bullet Wheels 95.
Were you? Oh, you were heavy into it.
Yeah, man. I had the Bullet 95 wheels along with the Swiss bearings. Yeah. And to this day, if I'm not mistaken, the Swiss bearings are still the top bearings of all. I think there's other bearings that's better now. I'm not sure. But back then, Swiss were the shit. Swiss, followed by German bearings. Those are the top two bearings that everyone is using. The trucks, can't really say on trucks, but it was all about the bearings and the wheels. So if you had 95 wheels, you were good. If you had anything softer, like the 89s, those were made for the half pipes and the skate parks and whatnot.
But you skated on the street, I assume.
Yeah.
You were a street skater.
Yeah, absolutely. There wasn't a lot of parks or a lot of places where you were able to skate back then.
Yeah, yeah.
As opposed to now, where
Now
you
there
got
is.
skate parks, so like just about every park there is.
Yep.
I'm jealous of these people today. I'm jealous because they didn't have that shit when I was skating.
No, you're right.
You say you're from Queens, right?
Yeah. I mean, they had a couple of skate parks out in Long Island, but that's deep. And it was like a $25 admission just to get in, and then you get paid the rentals for pads, a helmet, and et cetera. That's like an extra $150.
Did you
Long
get-
Islanders?
and only to be in there for like an hour or two session.
Fuck that. That's like a Six Flags ride back
Yeah.
then.
Did you get like bothered and made fun of because you were a
No,
skateboarder?
no.
Nothing.
No.
Nobody bothered you for shit.
No.
What about where you grew up in Queens?
Flushing, Queens.
Flushing? Did you get any racism?
Like, at least-
No, because it was so many of us.
Oh,
So many
okay.
of us, meaning it was every child from every country, from
Yeah.
every continent.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how Flushing is.
No, this is how Flushing was.
Well, Flushing.
he's
Well,
Queens
now
guy,
it's all
too.
Asians. Now it's
now,
majority
now,
Asian.
now it's predominantly Asian.
Yeah.
As opposed to back then, it was everything.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was, and I mean
was a small world.
everything. I mean, it was everything.
It was an
Like
international-
it was impossible to be racist because if you were racist, you were being looked upon as the fool. You were being looked upon as the outsider. You were
Like,
being
what are you doing?
You were being looked upon as the illegal alien. That's how you were being looked upon. As opposed to now, it's it's like out the window.
Yeah, it's not really. Now it's not really a big deal on Main Street, and nobody really bothers anybody in Flushing. Queens ain't really a bothersome borough.
It really is. I mean, you got certain parts, but
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was in Brooklyn yesterday, man, and yo, you guys are very aggressive driving.
yeah, it is.
You guys are very like, nobody puts a signal on. Each and every driver looks like they're about to have an accident because each of their car seats are down here. So everybody drives like this. What I don't know what I don't see him. Like right now, I still see you. I don't know how they drive like that. And then being
I drive like that. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, but see, we don't drive in heavy traffic out here like that. We don't really get heavy traffic compared to. I'm on Pennsylvania Avenue, and it's bumper to bumper.
Have you driven in Flushing during rush hour?
Oh yeah, I mean I work over there. I mean, not. I stay away from there from the hours of like 2 to like 7. I stay away from Main Street, Flushing, Northern, Stay away from all of that. College Point Boulevard.
I'm trying to stay
away
all away from it collectively because it is ridiculous right now.
It's like everybody, and it seems like every year it gets more congested with cars.
These are two Queens guys from the Bronx, so this is their talk.
And because you know what? We were laughing at you when we came here. He was like, yo, son, we're gonna run into traffic from the marathon, just like you. I'm like, nah, we not. It's right over the brick. He said, really? Then when we got over, we're looking around. I said, yo, this is the Bronx. Don't look like the Bronx, right? Mm-hmm. I've lived in the Bronx. You have parking outside. There's no people outside. It's quiet. What part of the Bronx you live in, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I always tell people, I live in like the nowhere part of the Bronx. Like, this is like when you're like where I live, like in the water, where there's like there's no traffic. Like near woods, near a cemetery. I live near a fucking cemetery, pretty much. Like nobody's gonna really want to be out here like that. Like all the main part of the Bronx is like the Grand Concourse. Not like our version of Times Square.
That's on the other side.
Yeah, that's the whole other side, like where Yankee Stadium, like the main avenue, like right there. That's where the congested part of the Bronx is.
Even Fordham, though.
Fordham. That's our mall. That's our version of like Cross County Mall or fucking Queens Center Mall. That's Fordham.
Yeah.
Except on that mall, you can get robbed and shot the wrong time of the day. Oh man!
I remember dating girls from Fordham. Be like, no, like you come to me, I'm not going to you.
Yo, like, what part of the neighborhood you? Nah, I'm good.
Fordham?
I gotta walk upstairs into one of those buildings. Nah, I'm good.
No, fuck that.
Oh, y'all don't have elevators? Oh, damn.
No, I hate that shit. That's another thing too. Like the fucking old timey apartments that that been here since like our grandparents been here. They don't got elevators. You gotta go up those ones that have like 6-7 floors. Just to see
and they live on the top floor.
Yeah, they live on the fucking roof pretty much, and you're like, God. I was like, you come down to me. Like, you visiting me. I'll drop you off, and then you go upstairs. You walk that fucking hike upstairs.
Yeah, so I ain't walking a bitch upstairs to her apartment if she lives all the way on the 8th floor and there's no elevator.
Front door, right? Very near the buzzer. right through the in-betweeners, and just like, bye.
You ever ate at a chick's house and she cooked bad food for you? Mm-hmm. Like, she's like, come over my house, eat some dinner. And she cooked bad. You didn't eat. You didn't like the food. It was really bad.
Oh yeah.
Did you eat it?
Yeah.
You still ate it?
I still ate it.
Oh man.
I want to get ass. Fuck. Gotta fake it till you make it.
So he wanted to get ass, so he ate her food.
Man, eating her ass tastes better than food.
Did you get to eat her ass after? Yeah. Look at his face, yo. Yeah.
I was like, this is better than chicken you made.
Nasty fucker.
I'm throwing myself out there. I don't care where it is. Life is great.
Look, as long as you don't say her name, she'll see this and she'll like, oh, he's talking about me.
Look, Chanel's not gonna be mad. No, it's not her name. It's not her name. It's not.
Oh man,
that's not her name.
So what's your what's your process of like getting your beats out to people and shit like that? It's all organically when you meet people. You just like, do you work with artists, sit down and make beats for them?
I make beats for myself.
Yeah, see that? Yo, that's crazy. We just had this combo.
I love that.
That's crazy. No, so you truly make sounds just
to entertain myself. Yes, as arrogant and as selfish as it can sound, it's the honest truth. I make it more for myself than I make it for anyone else. I can give two shits what anyone else thinks about it.
Let's go.
Yes. But you hear it. You hear I heard like 3-4 beats from you in the past hour. Mm-hmm. They're all fire.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's like I want them.
I take criticism very well, and as every artist should, as opposed to being sensitive, because let's face it, you're not gonna please everybody.
Nope,
you're not.
Because not everybody's gonna understand the style or the reasoning behind it.
Yep.
But it's up to those who you sell it to.
Yep.
So I just try to keep it positive and just make whatever I can, whenever I can, however I can, and enjoy it for the moment and just move on to the next one. If somebody wants to take it, cool. If somebody don't want to take it, that's fine. I'll keep it. I'll keep on listening to it. Learn learn what I should do, what I shouldn't do, what I can do, and take
You
that
know,
to the next one, man.
they say that's the trick, though. They say loving what you do with the utmost passion and love is how everything else will come to you for it. If you truly love what you do, greatness will come out of it.
Absolutely.
If you truly love what you do, and that's
Absolutely.
awesome. That's an awesome thing to have because everybody's on a chase nowadays. Everybody's on a chase, and the chase is good. Don't get me wrong, but I think the directions aren't all correct.
Right.
I think we're a little bit tainted with social media and tainted with the luxuries of life, and at the same time the lows. Cause the lows are real too, people could act like they're not affected by it, but I think everybody's affected as a whole by all the lows that we're going through right now.
Yeah.
Look at shit. Look at people talk about people losing their minds. Look at this Travis Scott shit.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Like, look at these people losing their fucking mind, stampeding,
Trampling
over each other.
Drugs.
I thought this only happens during Black Friday.
You know what? It's happened numerous times in other events, especially in concerts.
Okay.
It's just not talked about.
You think because this is one of the first big major events, concerts, who he is, a clout thing?
I think it's because of who he is rather than who he is and what he represents rather than what it is. You get what I'm saying? Because it's happened in rock and roll concerts. It's happened in heavy metal concerts.
Yeah, it's people that overdose at EDM concerts.
Right.
And
you don't hear them glorifying about it. They keep it on the low. Why? Because that's what they like. When people see things that they don't like, they post it.
Facts.
And
Look at Travis Scott. That's a perfect example. And even though he has already gone on record and apologized,
that's not gonna do much.
No, it's not gonna do anything at all.
Get more backlash.
It's just gonna do whatever they can to drag his name in the mud because he was the leader.
Does he have to pay for it though?
He has to pay for it with the guilt.
I wonder. So I don't know. When you go to a concert, right? Do you don't sign a waiver, right?
No.
You don't sign a waiver. So technically, whatever happens there, right? There's no contract stating like when you get on a bus and you pay your fare. That's a contract. I pay my fare. You drop me off where the stop is. When you go to a concert, there's no. I'm going there to be entertained. Whatever form of the way that entertainment comes. If there's no waiver or sign, I'm responsible for whatever happens. And as foul as it's gonna sound, I don't think he should have to pay for anything because there's no waivers there to protect the people in general. Like, yo, if something should happen, you're protected. No, you go there, whatever happens. It's like.
But also remember, they said allegedly there was like somebody that was
injecting people
in the crowd.
Fuck you mean?
Like how? Like with a needle or
like what do you?
The fuck you put in their drinks or some shit? Like that.
I'm more than certain there are contracts with companies that are involved in this dispute, not dispute, but in this tragedy. And I'm pretty sure everyone that's involved in that contract is being finger pointing at each other right now.
Of course, nobody's gonna take that. Nobody wants to take that.
And all of them are probably pointing their finger at Travis Scott, who in return are pointing fingers back at them for whatever reasons that may be.
His excuse is, I pay y'all to make sure this shit don't happen.
Right. So the weight is going to be on his shoulders for as long as it's going to be there for. But the fact of the matter is, he gets to wake up the next day, see his loved ones, hear his loved ones,
see his kids.
But even though it's not his fault,
that's a guilt.
That's a guilt. It's a guilt.
Do you? All right. So
as a father, being that he's a father now, to see not to be able to see their child, their loved ones come back home because of this incident. Yeah, it's gonna hit him in ways where it hurts. I feel it. I'm a parent. You know what I'm saying? Imagine saying bye to your child, not being able to see your child again because they went to an event like that and lost their life due to carelessness.
You could try to go to those events and try to have fun.
What could you say to that?
I mean, there is no reparation. You know, no amount of money. There is no there's probably no words that you can say, and even saying, "Oh, I gotta live with the guilt." It sounds like you can't even say it. He can't say, "I live with the guilt every day," because he sounds like he's victimizing himself. He just has to silently live with the pain of what occurred and just continuously be apologetic, and do things to, like, the way you fix bad speech is with good speech. So it's like, in order for him to, it'll never bring back the people to life, but maybe he can now accrued some safety procedures that should
Absolutely,
be
yes,
in place
yes.
during these concerts in order to
Yes.
protect more people. maybe instead of looking at ticket sales and seeing that the building fits 50,000, so we're gonna throw 52,000 in there. You see it fits 50,000, only allow 35,000. You understand? Maybe now, because I know a lot of those places don't have metal detectors. They don't screen people for drugs. People walk in there with drugs, get drugs, use drugs. If there's a person walking around with a fucking needle, that just whole thing is banana. That's the only way he can fix this. Is not fix it, but make it a little bit better. Is by providing safety places for these concerts to occur. Because I heard his concerts were extravagant. I heard that the budget he puts into his concert is to the point where he makes no income off of his concerts. So they have to be, these fans must love it for a reason. And now him giving fans what they love turned into a monster for him. A monster that he has to live with on a daily basis.
I mean, hopefully, like with a lot of other like rappers or any musician artist sees this and like knows like if they ever do any festival like this in the future, they can hopefully learn from what happened there and try to apply it for their future concerts they have.
I mean, it's messy.
I hate to say this, but we're talking about a man who doesn't have to do anything for the rest of his life.
He could stop right now and he'd be fine.
His children.
Are fine.
His children.
His baby
Children's.
mama.
No,
His baby
hold on, hold on. His children's children
Yeah, Travis
Children,
Scott.
children,
are
children,
set
Travis got
For life.
generational money.
He made the, he
Set.
already made the groundwork.
for life. You know, and he's not a bad person.
No,
Like
he's
he stays out of the spotlight.
He don't do crazy shit. Like
He's not a. I mean, I don't know him.
Nah,
But
you
he-
know him. You don't know that?
you know him.
But yo, homeboy plays his cards right. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, he's worth 60 mil on paper. I just looked him up. On paper, he's worth 60 mil. On paper.
that's it.
That's on paper, though. That's only him.
Well,
That's,
after this shit, it might
That's
go
it?
down a little bit.
no.
For all these years that he's been with Kylie, he's only worth 60 mil.
Him himself.
Himself. I mean,
Himself.
he's not part of the. He wasn't like from.
N-
Kylie
No,
Jenner.
no, but you would think because of who he is associated with, and what he has, accolade wise, and family wise, you would think that value would have gone up. At least.
Oh, wait. Let me double down that he's only worth 60 million by saying, while his girlfriend Jenner being placed at 900 million. What the fuck?
You gotta remember, like, her business is makeup, and her makeup's extremely popular all over the world.
Yo, son,
That's
I'm doing
gonna
something
never
wrong.
go away.
I'm
Like,
doing something wrong, B.
music is music, as you can tell, it's not assiduable as much as making makeup. If I had a makeup line and it's extremely
Yo, son, she's worth 900 million, and I can barely remember what she looks like in my brain.
Not
you know
even,
what that means?
Not even 30.
You know
Not
what that
even 30.
means? But you know what that means, though? Like,
I don't even think she's 25.
Oh, my
Let
God.
alone, fuck.
Not even 30.
oh my God.
Not
What?
even 30.
Like,
Not even close to 30.
I don't think she's even 25.
Yo, son, they got. I know their father was an Olympian. And I said father because the dude was a dude. You know what I mean? So, I know their father was an Olympian.
Remember the Wheaties box, man.
He was an Olympian, right? I know that's
He's the
money.
woman of
I know
the year,
that's
too.
I know that's generational money, but I also know you don't really get paid much to be in the Olympics. I don't think you get anything to be in the Olympics. They don't pay Olympic players.
A shitload of
It's mainly all
endorsements.
sponsorships. They
A
get.
shitload of endorsements, sponsorships.
That's after with the Wheaties
I had a
box and
friend-
everything.
I had a
During and after.
I had a friend. His brother was in the Olympics, and I think the 20.
But their claim to
16
fame,
one?
their claim to fame though was truly them being a reality TV show family, or was it the sex tape?
Well, the
I'm gonna tell you what led to all that.
Because you would know their claim to
OJ?
fame.
I'm gonna tell you what led to all that.
OJ, yes, they were part of OJ too.
Yeah, they're part of OJ because their father, Robert Kardashian, was the attorney for OJ.
Yes, let's go.
So that's how okay. You have Robert Kardashian, who is the attorney for O.J. Simpson. Mm-hmm. You have his wife, who is best friends with Nicole Brown Simpson. Mm-hmm. And then you have O.J., who is in the middle of all this because he is accused of murdering Nicole Brown Smith or Nicole Brown, and Kris Jenner, whoever her name is, that was her best friend. She died, so that caused a conflict of interest in the household between
The husband and the wife.
Yes, and they end up getting divorced at some point in time.
And she was like, "Nigga, you know your homie killed him. Listen, it doesn't matter. I'm ride or die. They don't know I know. I ride or die. All right. I don't give a fuck if I had the bag with the weapon and all that shit in it. Nobody got to know. Shut the fuck up."
Yeah,
but
man.
how did I understand her being married to Robert Kardashian may have put the family on a spotlight, but to maintain and excel the level of stardom, like, yo, it's crazy when I read up on what the mom did with Kim's sex tape. She came up to her like, "Oh, you cute. You want to be sucking some dick on camera, right? That's cute. All right, peep it. When you suck dick on camera, you make sure it's not free. And this is what you're going to do now." She bought the rights back to the shit and said, "I'm going to sell it to them for this amount of fucking money."
Vivid.
And that's it. "Mom, you're going to sell me sucking dick? You weren't getting paid for it before, bitch. Yeah, we selling it now." Sold it. She bargained her daughter's body on camera, sperm on the eye and all that, for millions of dollars. She bargained her daughter.
I'm giving you a career.
She's not a.
And she gave her a career, bro.
That's why she was known for momager.
Oh, the momager.
Momager.
She wasn't a manager. She was a momager.
Holy.
Ashanti has a momager. Her mom's
And not for nothing, she's taking off, fairly well
Are
considering
you kidding me?
what
One
her
of the
children
daughters-
have accomplished.
I just read 900 million.
You got almost billionaire kids.
Yeah, you have billionaire kids.
You have billionaire kids.
Because let's not forget, Kim Kardashian is still
Kim Kardashian
tied to West,
with 4 kids.
and who West is like
got-
valued like $8 billion or something of that nature.
Like you have fucking Kylie with Travis Scott. You got Kourtney Kardashian with Travis Barker, the drummer from Blink-182.
Speaking of Wes, did you guys catch Wes on Drink Champs?
Yes, I did.
I didn't. Speak on it.
Oh man,
You saw it too?
Classic.
You saw it too?
Classic.
Great.
One
Both
of
of
the
y'all saw it.
greatest-
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Well, I didn't see all
You know
of it, but I
how
saw.
I know it was
Everything.
good though? Because within 7 hours, 8 hours, I saw 1.9 million views on it on YouTube. I said, "Oh shit!"
That's the biggest episode of all time. The Drink Champs.
Well, you knew it was gonna be like that because when he went to Rogan, that was a big episode. But he was out there for me on Rogan. I saw him on Rogan, and for me, he was a little bit. He was like. He was trying to describe like Luke Skywalker in Star Wars and trying to say how Luke Skywalker is Steven Spielberg. Like, yo, B, he was just like out there, B.
He's still out there.
Yeah,
If not more out there in this one than the last one.
What were the highlights?
The worst. You wanna go out?
the best highlight was the Soldier Boy.
Oh yeah.
That was the best one.
Talk to me.
So before Donda was being released, he had did a track with Soldier Boy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Soldier Boy recorded, and supposedly Kanye West liked the verse.
Okay.
Allegedly,
supposedly, hypothetically.
through text, through VIA text, he said.
Yeah.
this.
Who was controlling his phone?
So basically, he didn't learn about his verse not being on the song when the album was released. So I guess at some point in time, Soulja Boy never learned about anything. He hasn't heard from him, nothing, until
The album was released.
Drink Champs.
Until Drink Champs.
Until Drink
Because
Champs.
he didn't hit him up and say like why he didn't put him on until that.
And why didn't he put him on?
Oh man.
Because he I think Nori brought up that why you didn't put Soulja on your album instead of saying oh he's a great rapper. He said but yeah, why you didn't put him on your album? Oh, did you hear the verse?
Oh,
No, he was bigging him up at first in the beginning.
Yeah, so-
where he was saying, Soulja Boy is one of the top 5 influential
Yeah,
rappers.
top 5. He called him top
said-
5.
and he said, I'm not going to argue with y'all niggas. But Soulja Boy is one of the top 5 influential rappers of all time.
yes.
And he has the right to say it. And I agree. I do agree with that statement.
Everybody was doing the Superman.
Absolutely.
You-
Even I was doing a Superman, and I hated that shit.
I was kissing through the phone on these bitches, man.
Shit, I'm putting on a cape thinking I could fly and shit.
I was
Shit, I was jumping off the bed and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Watch me, you.
Very influential in the mid 2000s, Soulja Boy. There.
Yeah, nah, he did. He
But
kill it.
but then
But, so,
he said, "Did you hear the verse?"
yeah. So Nori asked, he's like, wasn't he on your song? He was like, yeah, you took him off. He's like, why'd you take him off? He's like, you didn't hear the verse? And, Nori was like, no. And then he just starts laughing.
and everyone starts laughing. Like, and then afterwards, I guess after the drop, like the podcast drop, you see Soulja Boy
He's
fucking
tight.
go off.
Yeah, he's tight. He's tight.
so
Take it as an
tight.
insult. Take it as an insult. Well, you know what?
He says some Paul
Man,
shit, though.
let's call a spade a spade. This is something where, out of sight, out of mind. If you took it upon yourself to go on a versus with Bow Wow, now, for what it's worth, I think the verses turned out better than I expected. Because I don't really fuck with neither of their music like that. They had a moment in time, but I thought Bow Wow was an R&B nigga.
Moment in time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was an R&B nigga. Now, you were ready to showcase your shit there, knowingly it might not be good. If Kanye calls you and says, yo, I want a verse for this, anybody calls you, says, I want a verse for this. If your verse is whack, they have all rights not to deal with your verse.
I agree.
They don't even have to. See, I think the rude part about it is not responding. If I gave you a verse 6 months ago and I hit you up like, yo, my nigga, because like, when you gonna use that verse? Or you gonna use that verse? And you don't answer me, that's rude. I think that's rude not to answer me. To find that on Drink Champs, that you didn't put it on because you thought the shit was whack, that's fucked up. But don't you think Soulja Boy set himself up for failure? Because he kept asking. He said, I threw a verse out there, but Kanye never put it up.
Well, Soulja Boy showed the transaction.
Okay.
After he recorded a verse, and supposedly, and within the transaction, Kanye approved of the verse.
Nah, he didn't approve. Somebody else did.
Well, I mean, he showed the phone text.
That's what I said. Like,
Right, so-
you never know who got.
Right.
He got. What are the name of his two kids? Kanye's kids.
Saint
North, Saint North and West.
Saint North. What?
Saint and North.
Saint North. He got another one called
Saint-
Psalm.
Oh,
Saint North.
Saint North, and then Psalm, and then there's like a fourth because they got 4 kids. He has 4 kids. I forgot the 4th child. I know the last one was named Psalm.
What the fuck, yo? Yo, Rich, you had a nice week over here. You finally put out that good news about your sponsorship.
Yes, it was a dope little deal I did with Mr. Undefeated.
Ooh, don't be modest about it. Talk to him.
dope.
Yeah, it was very surreal. It definitely a huge look for the yo-yo world, and I greatly appreciate everybody. The Andres Castillo, that's the guy that reached out to me. Shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
And we shot it right in Chinatown. He hooked me up with some clothing. They gave me the exclusive yo-yo that Duncan was making.
Were you nervous?
A little bit because it just felt like surreal. I was more like shocked, scared than like fear. Like I wasn't afraid to do it, but it was like, yo, this is really happening. Like I'm in a fucking hotel in Lower Manhattan, on an entire floor that's booked, in rooms with like boxes all over the place with clothing. Like they say they're gonna be here 2 weeks, and you're our first like lineup to get these yo-yos out. I'm like, okay. They're fucking like ironing my shirt like with the steamer.
Oh,
wow.
I was like,
so they dressed you from head to toe in their shit.
Yeah, the guy was like, yo, this is your dress. I'm gonna iron this out for you, and just the pants you're gonna wear.
Wait, so they measured you and everything?
No, they just gave me like the size. Like I told them my sizes, like my shoe size and everything.
You gotta ask them for a seamstress to measure you.
Well, but it's more shirts. But seamstress is more like suits and stuff.
But even with their shirts, was it a good fit?
Oh, it was a great fit.
Because I noticed, like, I'm at a weird size in my life. I'm not a medium or a large. I'm like a large. Large. You know what I'm saying? So
or schmedium.
No, I don't like the. Fuck you. I don't like wearing smaller. Fuck you. Yo, some niggas be making fun of me because sometimes my shirt shrink and I feel comfortable, you know. But then I'm outside. I'm at. Yo, pick your arms up.
You're a largium.
Yeah, no, well, that's large.
Large. It's like you about to throw up. It's like you about to throw up. So I'm large.
All right, so were you more nervous here than you've been for your other shoots that you've been shooting lately? Was this a little bit more impactful for you?
Yes, this was more impactful because
Like,
this is something that was
Duncan, bro. This is fucking Duncan, bro.
and,
Undefeated.
And shout out to Brian. He's like the team captain of the whole Duncan crew yo-yo team around the world.
That's awesome.
And for him to, he didn't even tell me that he was a part of it. They just reached out, like the guy Andres, and they showed me like the package. What yo-yos am I gonna use? And then he showed me the yo-yos. I was like, oh, this is fucking Duncan. I don't know why my boy didn't tell me. And then he eventually told me later that, oh yeah, we were doing that in New York. So it was dope because he reached out to me prior to that. It was like, yo, we see you getting like a lot of yo-yo clout in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So we're very happy for you. So I don't know if this was like some convoluted way for him to like help me get like a push.
Well, that's what they do. Like, you know when you go to the gym, right? When you first go to the gym, the trainer training you, that nigga, after your first day, yo, son, you did great today, yo. Yeah, I could definitely see you in 3 months being like the Hulk and shit. Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. You over here like, damn, I'm fucking hurt. I feel like shit. You should, yeah, man. But come tomorrow.
It's nothing.
Listen, it's $400 a month.
And then they hit you with the price. Speaking of that, I worked out 5 times this week. I'm very happy with myself.
You've been working out a lot lately?
Yeah, I worked out Monday through Friday with my homegirl, Yelita. I worked out with Yelita.
Oh, she was doing presses?
Yes, she was. Oh. Let me do some squats. I was like, yeah, go all the way down. Let's do it together. Let's go together. Yeah. So look, I help her. She helps me.
You gotta grab her back. Make sure her form is straight. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure her form is straight on the up and down.
I feel like here's a jump
rope.
Let's do some jump rope.
I don't give a fuck. I think masseuse niggas and body trainers are all creeps. I think because they can be. Like genuinely, I know you're doing a job when you're giving somebody a massage. I get it. I totally get it. But you are also a dude and a human being. You gonna tell me if that woman is a dime plus 99, butt naked on a slab of table while you're massaging, you're just sitting there and like not hard pressed with a boner? They have to strap to the top of the pants or something. Cause I know I'm doing a job, but I'm like, God damn. You're also touching them. I think fucking massaging somebody is it's damn near fucking them. That's why I don't understand why prostitution isn't legal. You're damn near there when you're fucking touching somebody's body.
It's not illegal, but they're not arresting you for it.
Oh yeah, they decriminalized it.
Yeah.
New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's decriminalized in New York
for
prostitution.
Yep.
But I don't know what that means though.
It means that you're not gonna get solicited. You're not gonna get
a ticket.
They're not gonna issue you a ticket or whatnot.
So we can get brothels again.
If you get caught with a prostitute, the chances are that you just gotta pick up your pants and keep moving.
So let's get Bobby and I opening brothels then.
You want to open a brothel?
Fuck yeah. If they decriminalize prostitution, shit.
Well, if you're gonna do that, you might as well go to Nevada, where you at least get them employed and have them insured.
If you bring it back to New York,
Nah,
it's
nigga,
already all around Las Vegas.
we
It's
from
not
New
that
York.
new.
Everything we do underground first. If it pops, we turn it legit. See what I'm saying? Like,
Then we get the LLCs.
you see this basement right here?
No, I'm fucking here.
Yeah, look at it. Yeah, look at it. Look at it.
We're not gonna do this shit here. No.
There's a bedroom in there. There's
No,
a couch
no,
here.
no, no.
Look, we got people waiting. This would be the waiting room.
Oh man.
Would you like a drink, sir? Like,
See what I'm saying? Would you like a drink while you wait? Yo, this would be dope.
no, fucking
Yeah, look at Rich. He said no.
turn my fucking house to a brothel. Fuck out of here, dude. You do your dirt away from your house. That's the key.
Come on, yo, you got the right clientele. Like, I won't lie. If I was a female, and I shouldn't even do this because I'm a dude and I'd probably do it anyway. I probably would. I would have sex for money with the right clientele. So, for instance, like, let's say I was a girl, right? Mm-hmm. And I know older men, and I know an older guy, and we're friends for a long time, and the dude's like, yo, what do you think about, like, I can't sleep with nobody. It just doesn't work out. Would you sleep with me? And I pay you? I'm like, shit, yeah, bitch. Go ahead. Get it in. Nigga, you got 50 grand? You want 50 grand to hit this pussy? Because there's people, there's dudes, there's billionaires and millionaires that really can't get women. They really can't. And they would rather, it's easier for them to just pay for the pleasure of having sex with somebody than it is for them to have the altercation of the encounter and the feelings and their emotions. There's some men that have been really jaded. Women too. I could imagine there's strong women in this world that don't got time for a bullshit man, but they need some dick. So Mandingo is a phone call away. You call the nigga, he comes through, does his job, puts his shit on, goes the fuck home. I'm saying, like, I think there's the earliest form of currency and working for a job is prostitution. That's the first thing we learned how to sell and buy, pussy. That's the first thing we learned how to sell and buy.
During the caveman times?
Wow.
You, fuck him.
Yo, son, but you know why they say hell no fury like a woman scorned.
Oh, of course.
Cause we've been fucking them over for years. That's why they outnumber us 2-1. You know, they outnumber us 2-1 for a fucking reason. Like, if there were more men than women, there'd be more dead people.
Yeah.
Niggas would be killing each other. They kill each other now for pussy. People kill each other now for pussy. I know a story. I don't know if I should say this because I know the people involved, but hopefully they never watch. Hopefully they never watch this. But I know a story of two best friends and their two girlfriends got into a fight, and one best friend slid a knife to the other girlfriend and one girlfriend stabbed the girlfriend and then she's dead. I know I said a lot of girlfriend and two best friends, but I said it like that in code. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen that happen before where in the height of the moment, people make really stupid, irrational decisions for love and for their other. Yo, I had a girlfriend lay down in the middle of the street. You don't want to be on me no more. Just lay down in the middle of 20th Avenue. I'm like, there's a bus coming. I don't care. Like, the fuck you mean? I don't care.
Yeah, that's cock out point for you.
That's garbage point for you, B.
Yeah.
Garbage point. Damn, I don't mean that in any way. God bless you, girl. But that's garbage.
She gonna watch this and be like, this motherfucker.
She definitely gonna see this one day and be like,
you're probably a very sweet woman. I don't know.
I'm the only chick that he dated that laid in the street. This motherfucker's talking about me.
I'm going to his house now and lay in the street again.
Man.
Yo, but people are crazy. Yo, College Point is crazy. Be like, oh, I shouldn't tell these stories. Yo,
College Point
it's nuts.
College Point's been crazy.
Well, you know it longer than I've known it. When I got out there, it was just nuts. Just a zoo of... The only thing we were afraid of was, like, Fat Man Scoop, the cop.
Yeah.
And like, that's it. And the D's. Other than that, everybody, just people everywhere. There was always something to do. The bars were always lit. There was always, like, 8 bars in College Point. You can get any drug you want. I know I'm fucking snitching right now. But, yo... It was a spot growing up, and then it's just changed ever since they put cameras all over the boulevard. Everything just seemed subject to change. You know what I mean? What did you see on your times growing up there?
Right, we're just gonna be a story.
Long fucking side.
A very functional and dysfunctional environment
Yeah.
with nothing but crack bottles all over the floor.
Crack?
Bottles and syringes all over the floor.
Word? I didn't know that.
This is on the strip.
I didn't know that.
College Point Boulevard. And I forgot the cross street. It was either 14th on 14th or 15th Ave. There used to be like a pet store.
I remember it.
On the corner.
It used to be where the Bank of America is, yeah.
Right. So heading north on College Point Boulevard, there used to be a pet store on a corner or some sort of. My friend used to live upstairs. This is going back to like 85, 86. Crack was pretty heavy back then. The drugs were heavy back then. And between here and all the way up to Flushing, you just see nothing but crack bottles all over the floor. It was like it was like a daily thing. It was like seeing a roach. It was like seeing a rock.
And who were the users of the crack? Everybody? Same thing like today? It's all the same, because that's one thing for College Point. It never discriminated, like the drugs never discriminated against who was using them.
No.
And,
No.
Yo,
it was
everybody used them.
It was whoever was in the area at the time. You know, it didn't matter. It didn't matter what race you were. You were on it. Everybody was on it back then.
Yeah.
It was more of a pandemic, an epidemic back then than it is now. Now it's just
Now it's just alcoholics and cokeheads.
yeah. But it's a different type of drug then. But back then it was like kind of somewhat pure.
Yeah.
Now it's just like all laced with all kinds of bullshit.
Fentanyl, you could die. Like that would suck. You see that shit with Kate Quigley and her 3 friends? Like 6 months ago, they were doing blow, and three guys died. She's the only one that survived. They all died from fentanyl overdose. She overdosed too, but she survived. Like I heard that they're putting that shit in weed now. That's why buying weed from a store is prevalent now. Because what the Mexicans are doing to stretch their weed is spraying it with fucking fentanyl. You touch my weed with fentanyl, bro, oh, I'm going to slap me a Mexican. Yo, that's what they're doing now, to stretch it out, because making marijuana, it sucks. They have to make all drugs legal in order for us to know what we're putting in our body. Because now people can step on shit and stretch it because we don't know what's in our body. It's not like a motherfucker that does coke walks around with a tester. Let me test this shit before I use it. You know what I'm saying? But if there was a building that you can go ahead and buy some fucking grade A pure fucking booty, niggas would go ahead and they would be more conscious of the way they do it, take care of themselves better doing it, and not be scared.
Unfortunately for the hustlers, they're the ones that are fucked, because now that it's being legalized here,
yeah,
that puts them in a spotlight where they can't sell for top dollar anymore because everybody got it now.
Yeah,
everybody got it
now. So what they do is they sell it for top dollar. Now
but
it's $90 for
but
eighth.
it's not even, because I know people who selling eighth for $20.
Yeah, but that's block work.
Yeah, I know a few people selling it for $20 right now. I'm like, yo, what? That's that is an ounce easily for $160.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's beautiful.
But is it worth it? Is it good weed? It's good weed?
Yeah, good weed. Good weed, great weed. I was like, okay. Yo, dude, I was about to put that shit in my grinder and start cooking with that motherfucker.
I'm surprised you don't add. You like edibles?
Yeah. I like edibles. I have to be in the mood for edibles. I prefer to cook with it than to eat an edible.
Oh, really?
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get it. You prefer to make it yourself.
Yeah, because when you get an edible, it's unfortunately it's gonna be a hit and miss.
Yeah.
As opposed to when you make something yourself, you could put as much as you want or whatever you have.
Yeah.
You know, so a person like myself who is I am a pothead.
He's a weed connoisseur.
A heavy one of that. A heavyweight. I'm always smoking.
Yo, son, that nigga be knocking me out. He comes to my house, we watch UFC, and I be trying to survive. But last night I found out I was trying to survive. Like, we watching UFC, and I'm the one dying. Yo, last night I found out the reason, though. Like, actually, at the last fight, the last L, I'm like, yo, you be smoking indica? He's like, yeah. I fucking love smoking indica. I said, that's why I be paralyzed.
Well,
Indica makes you paralyzed. Like, sativa, you be Mr. You know what I mean?
Right.
Robot. But indica, yo, son, Space Ghost. I'm over here like, yo, I'm in my living room and I thought I was in Madison Square Garden last night when I woke up like from my nap because it was just so loud. I was like, oh, yeah. I put my hands up.
Oh, man.
Fucking potheads, you.
Yeah, you don't like pot, right? Pot's not your...
I mean, it's no drug has really ever been like my MO. Like I'm one of those high off life. I experimented a little bit growing up when I was younger, but never like got super heavy with it, unfortunately. So, I mean, it is what it is, but it's all good.
I've learned to, because I used to smoke cigarettes, and I was smoking cigarettes and smoking weed, and what I've noticed that the cigarettes was killing my high. So,
Makes sense.
so for the longest, I've been wanting for quite some time. Before I quit smoking cigarettes, I was the last 2 years I was trying to find a way how to quit cigarettes without even using a patch or anything of that nature. I didn't want to. I just wanted to quit naturally. So finally, I decided I got tired of it. So I just quit cold turkey, and I decided to substitute it with weed. That was the best decision I ever made. Because now that I can enjoy the weed 110% each and every time I smoke, I can taste food better. My blood pressure went down. My fingertips don't smell like cigarettes, or my breath, or my clothes.
Now you just smell like weed.
Yeah, the weed smells great.
Yeah, it does. I'm surprised they never made a fucking weed cologne. Surprised.
You don't need why? You don't need weed cologne. Just
smoke
pull out a
weed.
fresh ounce. Just let it open up. Let it marinate
Yo,
your clothes.
son,
You're good.
When Seth got to the backyard where he was like, no, I want to crush up. I want to roll up. Well, and then he said, but it's kind of loud.
He's like,
Rich was like, thank you for telling me.
I'll be seeing the bits and like,
Yo, one time we took an edible.
oh nah, come on. Man.
Yo, one time we took an edible. We took these edibles for 500 milligrams, and he got them at a party. He gave them to me, and I said, hey, I took like 4 or 5 strips.
Oh shit.
Yo, I gave him like I said, here, take, and I didn't give him, but he took like on his own.
Right.
We didn't know the dosage, like you said. We were in the backyard, we're just chilling, we're talking, and all of a sudden, both of the back of our brains just felt like detached from our body. And he's there, and he's like, I think we should start podcasting now. Yo, we're 10 minutes into the podcast, and he's like, I can't podcast right now.
It's just like, I felt like my brain was like leaving my body, and it was making me feel real sick. Like I knocked out here on the couch
for like an hour and a half.
Like an hour and a half after, I was like, yo, maybe if I take like a quick nap, we could do it again. And I just knocked the fuck out. And then I was so high, I think he had to Uber home, right?
Yeah, I took the bus. I took the bus.
You took the bus home because I was that fucking gone.
I didn't want him to drive. He was knocked the fuck out.
You know, it's funny. I just had a similar experience this past summer. I was at my friend's house, and they had edibles. They had edible cookies. So I took the edible cookie, and I had just finished smoking, and I was hungry. So I was like, all right, just eat it and chill out. So I ate the cookie. No lie, about 20 minutes later, I'm in this room by myself, and I'm trying to figure out, how the fuck did I get in this room? The next thing you know, I'm trying to figure out, how do I talk? Because every time I try to open my mouth, I felt saliva coming out the bottom of my lip. So I'm just like, yo, the fuck? And then I see, and then I look to my left and I see the wrapper that I just finished on the side, and I'm looking at this wrapper, and I open the wrapper, and I'm smelling the wrapper. The next thing you know, my tongue is inside the wrapper, licking the crumbs inside the wrapper. And then I stop, and I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, I can't go home. I couldn't talk. I can't go home. So, whatever. I put on my jacket. One arm through the sleeve. The other arm just dangling off the floor. Get my bag on both shoulders. Walking down the steps. Everyone's like, yo, where you going? What? And I left. Yo, what did you say? No, can't stop. And I walked down the steps. Got in the car, put the car in reverse, hit the car behind me. Oh. Now, lucky it was just a little tap.
Yeah.
It was a little tap because, I mean, it looked compressed.
Tight spot.
But then again, I was high. So it looked a lot smaller than what it was.
Everything seems a lot closer.
Everything was like so damn, like I remember walking to the back of my car before I even moved it. And I was like, okay, I can do it. Yo, I felt like Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie Wolf of Wall Street when they was on Whoopies.
Yeah. He was on the Quaaludes.
Yeah, the Quaaludes. Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yo, he drove the Lamborghini. He thought he was fine. And then I took a couple of Quaaludes, and a couple hours later, I drove. I got there perfect. Everything was fine. And then you see the real story? Trying to drag himself up the stairs.
Oh, man.
Yo, I remember I was so high. I was at a red light for a good 20 minutes. No lie. The reason I was at the red light, I used to drive stick. I had a 4-speed Datsun. I kept putting it in third instead of first, and the car wouldn't go. I was like, fucking car's fucking broken. It won't fucking move. I kept throwing it in third. Yeah. Of course, the car's not going to move. You go into third gear.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had some bad moments being high, yo.
God damn.
Yeah.
I've only had one really bad one. It was the first time I ever got high. Like, about 5 years ago.
Okay.
I was at an art party with my friend. I was performing. And after I performed, and they had like desks with edibles.
Uh-huh.
I was like, okay,
First time you got high was on edibles, too?
Yeah, well, already bad mistake. So I'm eating that. It was like 2 brownies and then like some cracker type thing, like a graham cracker looking thing. So it's like I was telling me like, oh, I never had edibles. How do you do it? So, oh, you take a piece, give about 45 to an hour. You should start like, feeling, really good. I'm like, whatever. So I rip a piece of the cracker, put it in my mouth. Okay, yum, yum, yum. 20 minutes later, it's like, shit, I don't feel nothing. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to just have the other half.
That's the boo-boo.
And then I was like, after an hour, I still didn't feel nothing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go buy 2 more. So I bought 2 more, ate them both up right there like nothing. So about 2 hours go by. I was like, yo, this shit's really not fucking hit it at all. So I'm like standing on the wall, like just leaning. And then a dude comes up to me, like, very and slow, like very normal first, like that. And all of a sudden, he just starts walking real slow to me. And he's like, yo, Rich, that was a great job. And it was like, yo, Rich, that was a great job. I'm like, yo, oh my God. It's like, say that again? It's like, what you talking? Everything was like normal. It's like, Yeah, so you did a great job, man. That was fire. It's like, oh, okay. And the moment I like got up off the ball, turned my head, everything went
Whoop.
boom.
Welcome to the
I was
Matrix.
like, yo, everything felt slow.
You saw the codes on the
Like, you know, how, like you see like the second image of some shit when you're moving your head too much. It's like, I was like, oh shit. And then all of a sudden my body felt like Pop Rocks inside my body. I was like, oh, God, oh my God. I said, I can't. I said, why am I feeling like this? I was like, oh shit, I'm high. I started crying mentally in my head. I'm like, oh my God, I'm high. I'm high. And I kept saying to myself, I'm high everywhere I go. And I just I'm trying to walk down the stairs, and it's like, and I'm seeing like the motion of the stairs move. I'm like, boom, boom,
Yup.
boom.
That's why I put acid down. I put acid down because I took acid with Molly once. Wow. And this is my second day up now. And I used to have 2 cats. So me and my 2 cats, we were looking out the back window. And it's pitch black. It's a pitch black backyard. It's pitch black. But we see everything together. So you got to see me and the 2 cats going, oh, I see that. Oh, I see that. In the window, you just see for like 4 hours, yo. After I saw I could see things in the dark when I'm that high, stop getting that high. I was like, no, I can't do it. Because it kept me up all night. I couldn't sleep because those things are there in the nighttime. And I'm over here seeing everything that I usually don't see during the day. I'm like, oh, this is what 2 days of no sleep gets you.
Have y'all ever gotten so high that when you walk in the street, you feel like you're on a treadmill?
Oh, yeah, you're not going anywhere?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, actually the opposite effect happened to me that night. That same night.
You was moving real fast?
I was going home. I was trying to go home, and I called my sister. She'll tell you. I called my sister. Yo, I'm crying to her. Like, kid, I don't know if I can get home. She's like, why? She's like, I think I'm high. I'm high.
Oh, you were that high?
I was that high. She's like, look, calm down. Look, try to put your mind in focus. Try to see if you can get home. I'll take care of you. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So I start the car. Pull out everything. I remember just driving. I was in Harlem. I'm driving. I blink. I'm on the fucking highway.
Oh, you had one of those moments.
I was like future sight in myself. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in the fucking highway. Okay, you can do this. You know how to get home. I blink. I'm in front of my house, parked perfectly.
That's most of my 20s.
Wow.
Yo, where are we going today?
Oh, we're going to a little special yo-yo meetup, like in the city.
He's bringing me into the clan today.
Well, don't say it like that. don't say it like that.
We're gonna be QAnon for the day.
No.
We 4chan'd out. We 4chan'd out. I am woke. Right now, that's what we are.
You're being introduced to my yo-yo lifestyle.
I know, it's dope. Thank you. It's gonna be an honor.
So you're gonna meet this one specific person that usually carries like a gun case of yo-yos.
Oh, that's dope.
And it has like probably 100-some yo-yos in it, and he carries it around and like it looks like a gun case.
That's dope.
Like a rifle for a rifle.
Yo, dope. Chef, you got anything coming up? Funky Fresh? Where can people reach you at if they want to get a beat or maybe a session or a sit down with you?
I have a project being released with Nice to Future somewhere within the 4th quarter and the 1st quarter of next year.
Awesome.
The title of the album yet is still to be announced, but that's one. I have a project coming out with 4040 that's featuring myself, Last Measure, and Leo.
Talk to him.
I also have a project with Leo coming out called Live from Maple Park, Side B.
Talk to him.
What else? What else I got coming out? There's a few more. There's a few other projects I cannot. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a X-Men project coming out. I have an instrumental project coming out sometime next year as well. And if you want to check out what I do, check me out on IG, Seth Silencer, spelled SETHSILENSIR. Again, it's Seth Silencer, SETHSILENSIR.
Right. And I feel the best way to close this all out is just
Play a beat,
play
nigga.
a beat.
That's
Just a
what's
side, like a
nigga.
closer beat.
Play a beat, nigga.
So we're getting real fancy with these right now. We're getting fancy with these now.
Play beat, no problem.
I'm gonna put the logo up. Logo's up. Cameras are off. Mike's. I'm just gonna put Seth's mic on. Everybody else could kill.
Kill it, baby.
Yep. Yup. Acting like, yeah, Rich. You got some bars for it, Rich?
I always wanted to dive into try to do like a off the top, like real raw freestyle.
Go ahead.
I am the best. When you see me, you can forget the rest. This beat just flows to my chest. Man, I'm so blessed. You already know that I'm about to go slow like no porn knows. I got an attitude. So please, did you hear me? It's a gratitude. This it's a cipher. I'm getting really hyper. Your girl, I might pipe her.
Talk to him.
And then you're gonna wife her. And mouth come back and bite her. Yes, I'm really silly with this. Play with my willy.
Look at that. Yo. I bought a gun to a knife fight. It wasn't right, but I still hit him with the 1-2 left. Yeah, one up in the chest. You know I had to do the dip, cause you brought your whole set. So I hit the corner. You was a goner. Had to call the coroner. You had to whoop whoop following me. Yeah, you must have called the police. So I had to dip, hit the crib up in CP. Run the streets, you know who I be. A mean MC. Yeah, I'm out of character. Better than you, him, her, all of them. I might take you where? To my dungeon. You might be my slave. I ain't talking about change. I ain't talking about bullshit. When I say I put you in the grave, 1-2 step. Rock moving up. Rose moving rock again. The Knicks with another win. Let me break it down. You know I'm moving like the wind. Sorta undercover. I'm an undercover lover. She only calls me whenever she wants to D. I'm talking about 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. You know about me. I told you in the first bar I'm always gonna win. And I'm moving like the wind. I be gone with the wind. While you looking for a win, it's a sin. Why? When you go against him, I might do the whole beat. Bouncing with me. You bouncing with G while I bouncing with the silencer. Bouncing with the yo-yo. We about to go though. I'm rapping like Flojo with or without the AK or the Mac 10. Understand this a West Side, East Side connection. Why? Cause I'm bringing them close while I'm sitting in the bar and I'm drinking the most. Pop a toast for the G-O-D. You put the Z on the end of it, that be me. Cause I'm chilling with the squad of guards, yeah. Shout out to Last Measure, we about to go up on the tear. Give me that silencer beat so I can rip it. Tear it like a sheet of paper, know when I'm in it. Like I'm spreading the legs or I'm getting the head. Fucking the back of the throat, you heard what I said. Getting this bread, I might leave them all red. Something like a t-shirt, fucking with me. I don't know why, I love the fans' eyes staring at them. Standing on the stage, yeah, you might want to get at them. But now we're rapping, try another way, try a different dimension. You want to fuck with me in any way. I can't help it when I hear the beat. It's all the way over there, but I hear it extra clearly. Not up in the headphones, I'm only hearing my voice, so I'm a little bit of what?
All right. Have a good night, everybody. That's
Peace.
boss for you.
What's up, everybody?
Shut up. That should be a tag. What's up, everybody?